we were required to either do a full state exchange with full control, a state-federal partnership, or the federal government comes in and mandates everything and has full control over the bureaucracy we call Obamacare. I'll be frank with you. The legislature, I believe, blew it last fall. We should have accepted a state exchange and had maximum control. We postponed it. I was in favor of it, but we postponed it because, number one, we had an election coming up and we weren't sure who was going to be president, and the Supreme Court was still deciding whether Obamacare was constitutional. My side lost on both of those, and we should have reacted immediately after the election and implemented a state exchange. The Senate did. So now we come up to 2013, and our next choice is a full federal exchange or a state-federal partnership. The House this time took the initiative, and we passed the state-federal partnership in order to help our insurance companies, who you're used to working with, maintain some control, and in order to regulate a federal navigator that would come in and be selling you insurance, that they'd be operating under similar rules as our own insurance companies here in Michigan, in order to keep one level of regulation for those insurance companies instead of a federal and a state regulation. And there was a lot of reasons for doing that. And then also to get some federal money to help implement a computer system and planning for what we know is now federal law. For some reason, the Senate was told that touching the state-federal partnership was the equivalent of endorsing Obamacare. And there are parts of the political spectrum that believe that as soon as you take any federal money, as soon as you even react to Obamacare, they somehow believe that it's going to go away on its own if we just close our eyes and pretend that it's not here. Well, I didn't buy that. It passed in the House. It failed in the Senate. It's unfortunate. The governor has said now that it's probably too late, and we will be fully under a federal exchange program with the federal government running Obamacare. So I'm disappointed. I won't back off my position that I think we did the right thing, and I have my critics, believe me. People are very quick to criticize what we did because it was my bill. It was my name on that bill that went through the House.
Well, thank you for explaining that to us. That's very interesting. I know it's going to have repercussions. I know right now people are just starting to find out how much this Obamacare is going to cost.
Absolutely.
And change our way of life.
Yes.
Definitely, and very much expense involved in this.
Well, and I just want to reedify. I mean, I am not in favor of Obamacare. We did this to control it, to manage it, and to not to help implement it, not to because we endorsed Obamacare, but because we are afraid of it. And if we keep some of that control here in Michigan, I think we would have had a better system. Those that say it's going to fail anyway, well, I frankly agree. I don't think it's sustainable. I think within 5-10 years, we'll be back to something else. But at least Michigan would have been in a better position to pick up the pieces for its citizens and move forward. And I use this line 100 times. Every argument that I heard against the state-federal partnership was a political argument. Every argument I heard in favor of the state-federal partnership was an argument saying what's best for Michigan citizens. And I believe that we took the vote based on policy and what's right for Michigan and not on politics.